Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of GTMSomethingEverything podcast. It is your host, Crazed Gladiator, as always, joined by my friends Sam, Rizzo, Andrew, and a very new and extra special guest, Gage Woodrick. Yes, that is me in the background staring at him. How you guys doing?
Good.
We're good.
Okay. Drew don't give a damn. He's like, I'm not answering your question. Okay, so I'm doing good as well. What games have you been playing for this week?
I'll start off. More Call of Duty. I bought Amnesia, that game.
I love Trey's reactions.
Your pants are gonna be pissed.
Oh, frig. Okay.
I was too scared by the demo to play it. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll probably play it at 4 a.m. to make it even more better.
Okay. Anything else?
Rage. That game is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only games I've been playing mostly Skyrim. I've been digging deep into that. You know what? That's enough out of you. A little bit. I'll be honest when I say I've been playing like a touch of Modern Warfare 3, but just in like the special ops survival mode shit with friends. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, I haven't had too much.
All right, and Drew, what have you been playing?
Games.
Oh my God. You are here to troll us this week, aren't you?
Can the interior crocodile alligator song be our outro song?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. For everybody who's watching this is like, what are you talking about? Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out.
We'll
Okay.
see.
Okay, what have you been playing, Drew?
RuneScape, League of Legends. About it.
The typical cookie cutter games you played?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, RuneScape is a cool game, but for its time, I'm pretty sure the only thing I'd actually like to see taken out of RuneScape was the house. You know, like how you could go into a person's house, renovate it, and all that kind of thing.
Well, then that's why they put a lock on it, you dumbass.
Yeah, I know, but it was still a cool idea. Like people would always have these house parties and be like, hey, come over to my house, and then boom, into the trap you go.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome. What have I been playing? I've been playing some... Unfortunately, I've been playing some Call of Duty. For me, that game is like a love-hate relationship. I love it rarely and I hate it often. Other than that, I've also been playing some Tribes Ascend. That is pretty good. I actually went back and started playing some... Oh god, I belched inside my own mouth there. I went back and played some Minecraft.
Ooh, there's something I haven't touched in a while.
Yeah. And then I did some Star Wars The Old Republic as always, and besides that, I haven't really played all that much, except for Mass Effect. I wanted to actually mention this last time. I'm going back and replaying the Mass Effect series, and I'm taking my time, because the more time I take, that means the longer it'll take to get to the ending of Mass Effect 3. I'm sorry, it's so bad. It is so bad.
It's like somebody who reads a book just reads it really slow, so you don't have to get to the end and finish it because it's so good.
No.
Not saying reading is good or anything, but
Yeah, let's not promote education. But yeah, the thing is, I hate Mass Effect 3's ending so much. Like, don't get me wrong, everything else is fantastic. Like Mass Effect 3, Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 1, in my opinion, are masterpieces and are fantastic to play. But then you get to the last 10 minutes of Mass Effect 3, and it's like a developer at BioWare walked up to you with a wiffle bat and slugged you right in the nuts. I wish I was joking. It takes this whole concept of Mass Effect being a character-driven story and just throwing it out the window, and everything you've ever worked for up to this point is irrelevant and doesn't matter. By the way, you guys, you just invested $200 in our series, and we're not going to pay you back in any way whatsoever. It sucks. Yeah. But other than that, as for what we've been playing this week, anything else you guys want to add?
No, not really, no.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I'm trying to speed through this as quick as I can.
Next topic.
Next topic. Yeah, we haven't really played all that much this week. It's mostly just waiting for new games to come out. But anyways, on to our topic that I kind of want to spend a little time on. We're going to be talking about piracy here for our first topic. And what do you guys think of the whole concept of people being able to buy or pirate a game after they've already bought it?
I think if you bought it already and you want it on, like, let's say I buy one on Xbox and I want it on the computer, you should be able to. Like, it should come with a code inside anyway, so you can play it on your computer.
You are a crazy, crazy man. No, yeah, that's exactly been my point as well, but...
He's got a point. I understand where Sam's coming from, but, I mean, people in this world are in it to make money, and that way they're not making as much money as they possibly can, you know?
Yeah, you have to look at the developer standpoint, and then you have to look at the consumer standpoint. On the one side,
those are two very different things.
Yeah, they are, because one of them is out to make money, and one of them is out to save money.
Well, yeah, and the other one is for, like you said, one's making money, and the other one is for, like, the experience, right? Those are two very different things on the spectrum. But yeah, no, with the developers, Sam is saying, it's like, I buy it for the Xbox, but say I wanted to pay it on the PC. And it's like, you know what, the developer just says, oh, you want to play on the PC? Yeah, go buy another copy. Yeah, it's kind of stupid to me because I can understand why a developer is angry about this because that is a potential sale that has just gone down the drain. But at the end of the day, they have not lost any money potentially. Well, they lost money potentially, but at the end of the day, they didn't lose anything because when you pirate a game and say you've already bought a copy, you've already given that your $60 to that developer, and when you pirate it, you are getting a digital copy of the game. So therefore, you're not taking away anything from their stores and their stock, and it being a pirated copy, you aren't downloading it off their bandwidth, so you're not costing them internet. So where are they losing money in this besides a potential sale? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a potential sale. I mean, and if anything, it's getting them popularity, right? Because it spreads around more, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to say advertising, but it's probably not the right word. But I mean, it'll be out there more.
Yeah. I feel like we have to add this just so everybody knows we are in no way endorsing piracy. Piracy is bad.
All these people are gonna be watching it. Like, oh, cool! I can go download some illegal crap tonight. No,
don't do that, kids. Don't do that.
No. It's bad. Yeah. This is just discussion only.
Yeah. Besides that, the thing is, to me, it's like, you know, we are talking from a consumer standpoint. We can't talk about a developer standpoint. It is kind of funny because this whole talk about piracy kind of does branch into Mass Effect 3's Mass Effect 3 a little bit. Do you guys remember that little scandal EA did where they decided, oh hey, we're going to sell a crucial point of the stand bit, oh my gosh, we're going to sell a crucial point of the storyline. You remember that? It's called From Ashes, the DLC.
Yeah.
No, actually, you know what? I don't.
Okay, well, to Gage, let me just cap it off. Mass Effect, the universe is revolved around two things. The story of the Protheans, which is basically the only reason why your character, Commander Shepard, is important, and the other one is the impending invasion of the impending invasion of the Reapers. And then, basically what EA did is they're like, let's take one of those points and monetize them. So they take the Prothean, the very last Prothean that's alive in the world, or the galaxy even, and they say, oh, you want to hear about his story, and it does actually turn out his story is important. Yeah, you're going to have to pay about $15 or buy the collector's edition. What the fuck?
Yeah, okay. I can see.
Yeah. Like, it just seems weird to me. And then people said, oh, well, I'm going to pirate this game. And it's like, don't pirate this game. EA is only doing this because they want to make money. And if you pirate this game, you're giving them more reasons to add DRM and DLC like this to their games. And you're just biting everyone in the foot.
Yeah. Piracy is not a good thing.
Andrew's been very quiet. What is your take on this?
I don't know. I think piracy is pretty good. I don't feel like paying the overloaded amount of money for something that can be finished in half a month.
I.e. Call of Duty? Oh, I went there.
Yeah, no. That's not. That's a whole new other episode in itself. It's just the Call of Duty.
Yeah, Gage, you and me just went on for hours one day about Call of Duty. And
but
here's the thing. There are people that I wouldn't, if they got pirated from, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, you deserve it. But their company... Drew?
Yes?
You son of a bitch. So we're just throwing professionalism out of the window for this one? Okay. Alright. Who cares? We're amateurs anyhow.
Yeah, I guess this isn't exactly like the trial episode. The trial episode was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, so now we get to act like asses.
You gotta make the first one good, draw people in.
Yeah, and then we start to suck. Yeah. Basically, yeah, it's like there are people that you could pirate from and no one would care because, you know, they're bastards, like say Activision or EA or to some extent Microsoft every now and then. But then you have those developers that are like, if you pirate from them, you're probably the most evil person in the world, like say Bethesda or Valve or even an indie developer. Like if you pirate from an indie developer, I hope you fall down a well and possibly suffer a horrible death.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, it's reasonable because you're an indie developer and you say you put like, I don't know, $15,000 into your game-ish, give or take. I don't know how much it takes to make a game, especially an indie game. And then
Not very much, depending on the game.
Depending on the game, it depends on the platform too. Like Xbox Live Arcade, everything that gets on there is shit. And then you have like the Steam ones where they basically moderate everything that gets in there, and it's so very hard to get an indie game on there. It usually turns out to be all right, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, one thing that I wanted to talk about today was definitely inverting the y-axis on controllers. As most people are probably, what? You know, for gamers, that's basically changing the analog sticks around. So, like, say if you were to push the left stick forward, then actually it's just for your right stick for your camera.
I'll be right back.
Right. Anyway, I want to know who. I'm raising my hand virtually here. I invert the y-axis all the time. I cannot play a game without doing it. Andrew, Sam, thoughts?
I usually just play on default settings.
Default?
Default.
Yeah. Because that's usually what's easiest, right? But if you think about it, like when you're playing, let's use Call of Duty as an example, right? If you were to look upwards, you're supposed to push the stick up, which does make sense. But if you invert the y-axis, it's opposite. If you push the stick forward, you're looking down, and you pull the stick back to look up, right? And, well, that makes perfect sense, because what do you do as a human? To look down, you got to tilt your head forward, and to look up, you got to tilt your head back. So that way, I don't know, that's just how I play anyway. It's a difference.
I remember, like, in PlayStation, I changed that around, and I kept on getting it mixed up. I'd go to look up, and I'd end up looking down. It's just,
yeah, it's just habits you get into, but I don't know. That's how I've always played.
Yeah.
I don't know. Trey's not back yet. Where the heck did you go?
Probably more purple drank.
Probably. I'm out of mine already.
Yeah, let's see what other.
Yeah, you have another topic, Sam? Do you know what he was wanting to talk about?
Upcoming games. Any for you?
Right. You know what? I'm not even quite sure which game I'm looking forward to coming out next. I honestly do not know. I haven't been looking.
I think everyone knows from last podcast. Mine is Borderlands 2, of course.
Right, yeah.
Best game.
Andrew? You looking forward to something?
Not really.
No, I know,
I
right?
have returned. And who's gone?
Trey, looking forward to a game coming out next?
Okay, hang on. Recap me. What did you guys just talk about?
We talked about the y-axis and, you know, how most people, you know, don't know what that is, or is like, you know, don't like it because it's like it's opposite to them, right?
Inverted gaming. Up is down and down is up. Left is right
Exactly.
and right is left.
Right? You push the stick up and you look up, right? That's how the default is. You invert the y-axis and I said, you know, it makes sense because if you were to, as a human being, if you wanted to look down, you had to tilt your head forward. And if you were to look upwards, you have to tilt your head back, right? So it just makes sense. Like you push the stick forward to look down, pull the stick back to look up, right? It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I'm not completely crazy here.
Not completely.
It's very poor choice of words. Anyway.
Only mildly. Are you enjoying that grape drink?
I'm done.
I am done as well. I finished my grape drink. But anywho. Okay, what is this new upcoming game you were going on about?
Oh, you know what I'm going to be talking about for upcoming games.
Yeah, we know Borderlands 2. I don't care.
What about you, Trey? What are you looking forward to?
Oh, so many games. Let's see. We got Guild Wars 2 coming out. I want that. Planet Side 2.
Oh.
Borderlands 2.
Yay.
Assassin's Creed 3.
Maybe we'll see.
Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier.
Boo.
Oh my
that's
god. And then Halo 4.
Oh, what?
What do you mean, what?
I was completely unaware. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person.
You're a bad person, Gage. How
I know.
dare you not be a console gamer on Xbox? You dirty PS3.
PlayStation for life. I'm sorry.
You
Actually,
realize that's going to
I'm actually
drag
thinking
in...
about switching to an Xbox. I'm really sorry. I'm going against everything I know, and I'm really thinking about going for.
If you do, I would be very, very happy.
I bet you would. I don't know. Yeah.
I think we're going a little off topic. What are we?
I don't even know what our original topic
childhood
was.
games. Let's go on to that. Let's. What games?
Oh,
did
no, not childhood games. That's for the last bit. They have to wait.
I'm so
You
excited
guys-
for that topic, man.
Jeez, okay, guys, calm down.
Did you guys see the April Fools that Valve did? That they
Oh,
pulled?
Half-Life 3 beta.
Yeah. I was so pumped. I was so pumped.
It was the happiest moment of my life, and then I was sad. But anywho, we're going to talk about the Asura's Wrath DLC ending, and then we're going to take a quick break. And by break, I mean I'm going to quickly cancel the recording and then put it back on and then edit it to make it look like nothing happened.
Ray's got to get some more grape drink, so...
I do.
Okay, on to the topic.
Okay, we're talking about the Asura's Wrath made by Capcom, and it's a game. And basically they're selling an ending for DLC. You know, all of this all comes back to Mass Effect 3. Anywho, but yeah, what do you guys think of that whole concept of selling an ending?
I think Alan Wake did that, and I was so peed off. Because first you gotta wait another 2-3 months for it to come out, and then...
You talking about American Nightmare?
No,
Oh.
the original.
Oh, what did they do?
Well, they did the ending, but it wasn't completely finished. Like, it was a crappy ending.
Oh god.
And then they gave you the first DLC free, which is good, but then you gotta pay for the second one, and that came out like 3-4 months after.
That's a
Yeah.
little odd.
A little stupid.
That was like, that's like the Duke Nukem Forever game that come out, right?
Oh god. Oh god. We're not
I
even
think
gonna,
Ray knows where I'm going with
we're not
this.
even gonna talk about that game. Oh.
When the last Duke Nukem game came out, however long ago that came out, it was like
13 years ago.
13 years, right? And you put in this new Duke Nukem game, you get to the title screen, you got like play game and options. At the very bottom it says downloadable content. It's like, what? They still didn't finish the whole game!
I know.
13 years!
The thing is, the DLC's probably a good thing because the game itself sucked. So, I'm sorry, but Duke Nukem Forever was such like a disappointment to me. Ugh.
No, I was so excited. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's like, yeah, let's start this new Duke Nukem game with, like, no guns. It's like, oh, aliens that I can't go fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
But anyways, what do you guys think of the whole concept of Capcom selling an ending anyways? Besides the thing that Alan Wake did it first. Hee hee.
Oh, comment. I'm sorry.
Yeah. To me, it's like Capcom doesn't know basically the reputation they have.
Yeah.
It's like Capcom is renowned for just selling everything, like from like $20 for an extra character, and now give us $30 for an ending. It's like, what are you doing? Like, don't you understand what's going on over at BioWare right now? They're getting so much flack for not having an appropriate ending, and now they're making a new one.
That's just stupid.
What time are we at here, Trey?
We're at
An
19
hour.
minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh my god, that's not bad.
Well,
We're
yeah.
doing good.
I have like my mother just running around behind me, just doing all her stuff.
Say hi to her for me.
No. All right, let's go on. Anything else to add about the whole Asura's Wrath DLC ending?
I've never played the game, so I have no idea.
To anybody who
Same
doesn't know
here.
what Asura's Wrath what Asura's Wrath is, it's basically kind of an anime cinematic style God of War.
I don't want to
game.
know. I hate anime.
Yeah,
If
it's not.
Capcom, that's obviously what it is. All Capcom stuff is mostly the same.
Yeah,
it's very similar.
it-
Resident Evil, all that.
Yeah, it's not really my cup of tea, but you know, it's still a bad idea because you know you don't sell an ending.
No. No. I did play Resident Evil 5 though by Capcom.
I did as well. I've played most of their games. I played Resident Evil 5, Dead Rising, Dead Rising 2. I didn't want to get Dead Rising, the new expansion they released for it, which is really just Dead Rising with an extra skin over it. Yeah, it's a Capcom is just they make good games and then they just try and monetize the hell out of it. Like didn't they also do this with Street Fighter where it's like how many Street Fighter games can we sell? 11 Street Fighter games later.
Well, who made the? Oh my goodness, who made the Final Fantasy series? You know.
That Final Fantasy is made by Square Enix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fairly certain. I know they made I know they made the newest one, but all the way back, I'm not sure. But so far,
There's 13 of them. My goodness.
Oh no! It goes even longer than that. 13 has been branched off into like 2 different chapters. So we have 13 versus 1 and 13 versus 2.
Yeah, I just remember subscribing to like PlayStation Magazine and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember that was like one of the covers was Final Fantasy 13. It was like a big deal. It was like, oh my god. And it's like, oh my god, like 13? Are you kidding me? Like usually like 1, like 2 or 3 maybe, right? And it's like 13. Like that's an insane number.
The only thing is I think the only Final Fantasy game I ever played. I don't know why that's a tongue twister for me. The only Final Fantasy game I ever played was the one on the Game Boy.
Oh, that goes back a while.
Yeah, like the original Game Boy. I just picked up Final Fantasy and I was like, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's give this a whirl.
About 5 weeks later, I finally beat the damn thing.
You finally crawled out of the Final Fantasy hole.
Yeah, it was a good game though. I was a kid, so the cheesiness didn't matter to me. Yeah, but it was a good game. Final Fantasy has always been about that story, and so yeah, that's kind of what I liked about it.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah. But anything else we have left to add about this?
No.
Oh, no.
Derp. Derp. I'm just looking at Sam's picture. It's incredible.
It's me back in Nam.
Back in Nam. You were there too?
Yeah. I think everybody was.
Yeah, everybody was back in Nam. Oh, I have stories to tell you, Gage. Yeah. I'm puffing out my belt buckle right now like, oh yeah. But yeah. Besides that, nothing much else to add. I think the whole concept of selling an ending for DLC is a horrible idea. They should never do it. And basically, Capcom is trying to monetize off the few fans they have left. There you go.
Story.
Now let's get into something we can all relate about. Favorite childhood games. Yay.
Oh, man.
Sam, go first.
Okay. 2 games, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. Done. That's all you need.
Nice. Those were good games. I played a lot of Spyro because I had a sister. And
who didn't? That was the best, man.
I had a sister that just burned the disc of Spyro, and I just played them all the time. And one level in particular of Spyro just is like ingrained into my mind. It's this one where you have to chase this little blue monkey guy around this plateau over and over and again to get something from him.
An egg.
It
was the egg, yeah.
It was an egg, yeah.
It'd always sit there and say, nah, 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 nah. Remember that?
Yeah. And then every time you ran after him, he'd run away, and if you ever got close enough, he'd just kick you back.
Yeah.
It was like, ugh! It's the most frustrating thing.
Yeah, I remember so much about that game.
Yeah, and then Crash Bandicoot, I played that as well. That was racing and some platforming they throw it in there, or at least the one I played. They made a lot of them.
They made a racing game for Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, I remember playing Crash Bandicoot. Sad thing is, a lot of these games that I used to play are just gone somewhere. They're homeless. They don't have a home. They're destitute.
They have they put them on the PSN network to buy for like a couple bucks.
Yeah,
that's kind of good then.
Yeah, see, Trey, don't you wish you had that?
No.
Spyro's not worth it? I think it
No.
is. Actually, you know what? Now that you say that, Sam, I think I'm going to go home and buy that. If my internet
God.
was...
Yeah. Grace, how about you for games?
For games, let's see here. I know I have to say Knights of the Old Republic 1, because that was an incredible game, and the amount of times I've replayed that is just, ugh.
When
So
did that come out?
Knights of the Old Republic 1, I think, came out in 2000.
Ah.
And it's probably one of my most favorite games to date, because it just sticks in my mind so well. I don't know. Maybe it all had to do with it being Star Wars. I don't know.
Oh.
And then the other one I could probably think of is the one that comes to my mind is probably Duke Nukem 3D, and then I don't know what my mother's doing in the background. If you hear me slurring my words, I don't know what she's doing in the background. She's just staring at me, staring me down. But anywho, as I was saying, I lost my train of thought. Probably Duke Nukem 3D, and then Halo Combat Evolved.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. Duke
Andrew?
Nukem 3D was probably the first game I played when I was like 3, so that turned me into the warped young man I am today. And then I played Halo Combat Evolved, and what do I need to say about that? It kind of revolutionized FPS for the time.
Yeah, that's how I first got into FPSs, and now
Yeah.
here we are.
Anywho, Drew, what do you have to add? Because you've been so quiet.
For childhood games?
Yeah, for favorite childhood games. You're playing a game in the background, aren't you, right now?
Yeah.
Doesn't even care. Okay, yeah. What was your favorite childhood game? Or games?
I don't know. I don't really feel that old to be saying what my favorite childhood game is, but I think it'd be like 20 or something, maybe.
Yeah, I have this
childhood,
problem
but-
now, because people always look back at Halo and games like that and say, oh, I remember being there for that game, and then I'm like, I feel so old.
But, favorite one was definitely Halo Combat Evolved. Me and my dad, I think, 2 days after Christmas Day, we played that for 15 hours straight.
Yeah, I remember playing that with you one time. You came over to my house, and we were on the very last level, and I think we walked into the armory, and you were like, just saw all the rocket launchers lined up on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And the other one was RuneScape, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Never-
remember. Yeah, that game goes back so far.
It
Oh my
does.
God.
RuneScape is an old one. That goes back to the very original days when MMOs were getting their start.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
And it still shows in the graphics. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah.
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 Okay. Childhood games, definitely Spyro. I think I had 3 different Spyros. One was like Spyro's Ripto's Rage, and the other one, I can't remember the other ones. WWE SmackDown, the original.
Oh, I remember playing
yeah.
that. I
PlayStation
played that.
1.
I played that.
Oh, yeah. And 007 on the 64.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah.
GoldenEye.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
And, there's something else that I used to play all the time. I remember me and my neighbor used to play, like, WWE SmackDown all the time. And on my PlayStation 1. And then he got a PS2 and got, like, the new WWE game. And it was, like, incredible. I remember at the time it was, like, so good. And I think I actually still have that game. And I, like, looked at it, like, a couple months ago and I was like, whoa, this is, like, terrible. Like, the graphics were just brutal on it and
Yeah.
stuff. But as a young child, it was, like, really good.
Yeah. It's always weird how our eyes adapt to new graphic styles. Because when I went back and played some old games like, say, Matrix and I think a few other ones, and you always remember them with such a rosy vision, like the graphics look so good and it was a flawless game. And then you get in there and you kind of get frustrated a little bit, and you're like, "Wow, this hurts my eyes."
I know, right?
We're so accustomed to the shiny graphics of like Uncharted and Battlefield and all that.
Hey, you can't talk about Uncharted. You don't have a PS3. You've never played it.
Hey, I've seen the footage.
Oh yeah. Well, still, that's like being That's like going to a store and looking in the shiny new window. There's a brand new toy, all shiny, and you just kind of put your hand against the glass and just look
Gage.
and like, oh, I wish I had that. And yeah,
Gage,
what?
you might own a beautiful red Lamborghini, but I can still walk by and say that beautiful red Lamborghini has a nice paint job. Okay. All right. Damn.
Still, oh man. That's the one thing I'm really happy to have a PlayStation 4. Is definitely the Uncharted series. That wasn't best.
Yeah. As for the rest of it, we've gone through all of our topics in 30 minutes. Oh gosh.
Well, if you want to have a break, and
we'll have a break, and then we'll quickly talk about what we're gonna do next. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Okay.
Holy Christ.
2. Or hang on. Oh, we're already going. Okay. Hello.
Bacon.
We fail. Anywho's, we're back, and we struggle with this. Okay, so we're gonna start talking about Call of Duty because we want to piss you all off. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Sam, what do you have to start off with for Call of Duty? What are we going to talk about for Call of Duty? I've already gone over this over and over and over again, mostly when I'm yelling at Mitch because he's a fanboy that foams at the mouth over how good it is, quotation marks.
Is that why he's not here right now?
That's why he's not here right now.
It's fun. It's bad. It's everything. But it's addicting.
Yeah, for me, I still play Call of Duty because I have, like, it's an easy game to get into. Like, you can get into a game easily with your friends, 5 minutes of a game, and then you feel like you fulfilled something, and then you can get into even more with your friends. Like, that's the only reason I'm still playing it, is because we have a group made together. But at the same time, it makes me wonder, does Infinity Ward have, like, the hindsight to hire, like, a quality assurance team or some beta testers or something, or... Because I would love for someone to explain the FMG9s to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, every game has been like that. Well, not every game, but I mean through the Call of Duty series, right?
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 is Model 1885s. Call of Duty 4, definitely the AK-47. Or am I wrong?
Or M16.
Not so much. I was never a fan of the burst guns at all.
I heard it was very powerful, but
yeah, like I said, that's a matter of opinion.
Yeah. Like, to me, the Type 95 is powerful, but I don't like burst weapons, so I wouldn't use it.
Yeah. Dude, I love them.
Most people have, like, the best playstyle with burst guns, but it's never been my style. I've always been the person to get into that position where it's like somebody runs around the corner right in front of me, and I just pull the trigger, and it just shoots 3 bullets, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta keep pushing the trigger, and I just don't like that. I'm more of a run and gun. It's a camper's gun. Let's put it that way.
What?
Well, it's for mid to long range, right? If you're suicidal and you go running around corners with 3 burst gun, you got some serious balls. But
oh god, you have no idea.
He obviously doesn't know me.
You're talking to the kid that got every shotgun in Modern Warfare 3 gold and just rushes with a Type 95. He gives no shits.
No shits were given. Okay.
No shits were given.
All right. Anyway, on to the more important part of Call of Duty besides
random stuff.
Exactly.
Hang on, I just want to say this because a lot of people are so butt clenched right now. I can hear it in the background. But we are not bashing on Call of Duty because we hate it. We want it to improve. Like, this is coming from people that played Call of Duty before, love the game.
Right?
We used to be fans of it. We paid our money for it. We enjoy the games, and then it's like, well, there's a significant downturn in quality, and you get
to a certain point where it's like, okay, well, this isn't getting. It's not getting any worse, but it's not getting any better, right?
Criticism inspires quality,
right?
They don't need to prove it. Like, have you seen the sales in the first day? Like,
I'm not talking about sales. I'm talking like game quality.
Yeah, we're not trying to knock on the sales because let's look at Call of Duty.
There's progression in the sales. Like, I mean, the stats are there, right?
Yeah.
As long as they not change it, because that's what we like, and
The thing is,
Say-
that's not what people like. Or at least that's like people have voted consciously with their
No,
wallets
I-
and all that. Yeah. But how many times do I have to go onto YouTube comments to see so many people being dwarfed by like Call of Duty sucks? It's like, well, if you hate Call of Duty so much, then why is it getting 10 million sales on the first day? People, come on,
Yeah.
grow a spine.
It's something that I love the way Trade put it before. It's a love-hate relationship, right?
Yeah.
We love the game, right? We love playing it. We love the stuff about it and everything. But we can see the flaws and we point them out. And the thing that takes us off the most is they're not changing them, right?
Yeah.
We see the flaws and we can point them out. The thing, I'm actually growing to like Treyarch a lot more now. Like as soon when Call of Duty World at War came out, hated it. I never liked that game. But like I said, that's a matter of opinion.
I liked World at War.
I
love
like
World
Nazi
at
Zombies, but then
World at
again, that's
War
another
was
conversation.
amazing.
Yeah, Drew, you and me played quite a bit of that, didn't we?
Yep.
That was back in the day when we actually had fun together. No, I'm kidding.
That game was a good
yeah.
fucking game. That was probably one of the better games they made, in my opinion.
Drew, you've become a robot.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like Treyarch is in my better books, in fact,
Yeah.
because what happened was one of the producers on his Twitter account had apologized on Twitter, saying to all of his fans, he apologized for including Second Chance in their game.
Did
right?
he? Okay, hang
Yep.
on. Just hang on 1 second. Hang on.
I don't know. I can't remember who it was or what his name was. Yes.
Are you turning into
I'm clapping, and I even played applause special effects in the background. Okay,
Yeah.
it takes a big man
Which
to
is good,
come
right?
up and just...
He realized what the problem was, and
Yeah.
he said if they're creating another game, they're not including it,
Yeah.
which is great.
And
Like,
then Robert Trolling appeared.
I don't know how long this was only a few months ago, eh?
Yeah.
This wasn't this. So it's like how long after Black Ops come out he apologizes for it, which is like at least he's realizing his mistakes, and it's like if I shoot you, you die.
Yeah.
You don't go on the
didn't they
ground.
take
to
it
do
out,
stuff.
though?
What's that?
Why didn't they take it out? Put out a patch to take it out.
I don't know. They
Okay, here's the thing. Are we talking about taking it out of World at War or Modern Warfare 3 or what?
This is no. This is
Black
Black Ops.
Ops.
This is Black Ops.
Here, I don't know why they wouldn't do that, because let's face it, they're sitting on so much money that they wipe their ass with $20 bills every time they go to the shit. But why wouldn't they do that? Is it just because they don't care about Black Ops anymore? I mean,
Well-
they're working on Black Ops 2, and they only have a year to actually get it pushed
Well,
out.
exactly. Like Black Ops. Now that Modern Warfare 3 is up and running, Black
Yeah.
Ops is becoming obsolete. So they're just. It's like Call of Duty 4 after World at War, Modern Warfare 2 come out.
Yeah.
It just gets pushed to the side. It's still running and working.
Funny thing is, you should actually look at Call of Duty 4 on PC. Its community is actually alive and ticking right now, and actually has a competitive group going on for it and a ton of mods.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not just hacked.
No, well, there's hacks in some games, but I only run into them in the.
It's not as frequent, or
occasional
what?
games. It's not as frequent.
Okay.
And
I don't know. I don't know about you, Sam, but on PS3, Call of Duty 4 is ridiculous. Like I went in there and I played one game just for fun, right? And it was perfectly normal, right? The next game, it was super speed glitch. Next game,
Yeah.
infinite ammo glitch. The next game, super jumps or something.
Hang
goofy. It
on.
was messed.
I had been told by one of my friends in my class, who is now going to California. The little bastard knows who he is. He said PS3 on PS3, Call of Duty 4 was not hacked. Isn't that what he said to me? Drew, you were there for it, weren't you?
What'd you say?
I'm
No.
pretty sure at one point
That is 110% wrong. Absolutely not.
I had been told that it was not hacked, and I felt very
What are you
jealous.
talking about?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there are games that aren't hacked, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
he can go in there and play. Say, he played 10 games in a row, and if they all weren't hacked, well, I can tell him he's a lucky guy because
Yeah.
I sure can't play 10 normal games in a row. It's just like almost impossible.
Yeah.
If you
But-
want to play COD 4, go in the game types where you see like 20 people playing or something.
Yeah.
There won't be any hack lobbies in there.
Well,
Like, that's
the thing is, you don't actually really get that in Call of Duty. Well, I guess you kind of do, because the thing is, it's kind of been modded to the point where you can have like 20 people in the game at one time, which is actually really cool. It's kind of like a ground war type thing. Before they added ground war into Call of Duty 4. So, yeah, it's like it's kind of like Infinity Ward has run out of ideas. Is anybody getting that feeling?
Yeah.
It's like they had one stroke of good luck when they made Call of Duty 4, redefined FPS as we know it, and now they're trying to road that cash pony, and you cannot blame them one little bit for trying to do that.
No. I'm not pointing fingers or anything. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly what it seems like, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, like Treyarch is definitely in my good books here. Like I'm actually a really big fan of their company. Most people aren't, but I can see what they're doing, and they're doing everything like to the best of their ability. They're like the motivators. They're trying to bring in new concepts to the game.
Yeah.
Whereas Infinity Ward and like Sledgehammer and stuff, they're just trying to keep things the same, right? Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 they're all very similar, right?
Yeah.
Between like from Call of Duty 4, like Treyarch has always been trying to make it very different from the game beforehand, which would have been, Infinity Ward's product, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to make it better, trying to make it different, right? World at War, you have the tanks, you have, different kill streaks, different time era, right? Black Ops coming up after Modern Warfare 2, you got wager matches, you got, the Nazi zombies, all that stuff. You have, the COD points, which I thought was a wonderful idea. That was excellent,
Yeah. I don't think it's good at all.
Well,
people just buy shit. And fucking
the problem is I didn't like it because it removed the whole point of trying to of the challenges. But here's the thing,
right?
We shouldn't. If Call of Duty, if the only reason you play Call of Duty is for unlocks, then you really shouldn't be playing it at all. Because
that's true.
Because right now with Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, they had you running on this treadmill to get more and more good stuff. And you know what? If you only play the game to get the red dot sight for an AK-47 and not to enjoy the game, then why are you playing it in the first place? It's clearly not a good game.
What it's like is you play the game to better yourself, and if by bettering yourself is unlocking the new things to make the game.
Yeah, and the COD points made that easier.
Then then the unlocks come in, and then it's like it's something to play for. It's setting goals, and
There's nothing wrong with having unlocks. It's just when the game becomes centered around that.
Yeah, it is. That's definitely a problem with that. It's good to have a side note for stuff like that.
Well, COD points got rid of the whole idea of challenges. It was nice that I didn't have to, play for 40 plus hours just to get a stupid underbarrel attachment for something.
24 days on online just to unlock a certain camo pattern.
Yeah, it's I don't want to play this to unlock a camo pattern. I want to play this just to enjoy the game. Get my points, get my camo, get my gun, and then enjoy the game.
It did kind of take out a lot of the grindstone work of trying to get that stuff, but I don't know, man. Like it was a good idea, but it wasn't. But it was a good idea. Like there's an argument both ways, right? But yeah, I definitely a big fan of Treyarch now. I wasn't after World at War, but after Black Ops come out, I definitely was, because I could see what they were trying to do. Right, they're trying to make it different.
At least they're trying to add innovation, because here's the thing. Treyarch originally started out as this kind of like, they went under the wing of Infinity Ward to kind of help them push out an extra Call of Duty game every now and then. And it kind of seems like, the student has become the master a little bit. Like, they're actually trying to add new things to this enterprise that Infinity Ward has set up.
They're the definite innovators of the group, because... look at this. Like, Black Ops come out with all their new. They got like the wager matches, the gun game, all that different stuff, the COD points, all that stuff. Modern Warfare 3 comes out, and it has a lot of that same.
It gets rid of everything Black Ops had that was good.
That's right. They did that in the sense of they were trying to copy it, right? Because Black Ops had such good ideas, but so they tried copying it. And in fact, they actually wrecked it because that's almost plagiarism, actually.
Yeah.
Well, they're the same. Activision owns it, and they're hiring them.
It is, that's true, but I mean, it's different companies, right? It is Treyarch's idea. It's their product, right?
Yeah,
And,
the thing is, a lot of people don't actually know this, but Infinity Ward and Treyarch are both kind of running off their own versions of the game. They don't share the same game code, if that makes sense to you guys.
No, yeah.
Because Infinity Ward has their own engine, and Treyarch has their own engine, and they're both inferior, to be honest. Because Infinity Ward comes out and says, 6 years after Call of Duty 4 comes out, that, our Modern Warfare 3 runs at a smooth 60 frames per second. And then, it's like, I play Modern Warfare 3, and there is no way you can try to shove this bull down my throat that it runs at 60 smooth frames per second when some guy just headshot me when I was running behind a wall.
No, exactly, yeah. It's marketing campaign, man.
Yeah,
it's
and another
ridiculous.
thing I have to add is, like, you're a $1 billion enterprise. I'm sure you have to be. You guys just rake in the dough over there, and it's like, why is it that you, after all this experience you've had more experience than any other company and developer than anything else out there, and you can't even design a decent netcode? Why is the game so laggy?
There's so many people on it, dude. Like,
Yeah,
that's like people love the game. People love the. It's just.
But there's only
flaws.
a certain amount of people per server, so it shouldn't be that laggy. And
Right.
honestly,
Yeah. And
there's no reason why they can't design a decent netcode.
I know, right? I mean, people love the game, but I mean, we can point the flaws out, and we're not like mad that the game, like, it's not like a systematic error.
We're not here for lynching. That's not what we're trying to do.
This is easy flaws that can easily be within the game, but they're choosing not to,
Yeah.
But
it's money grubbing, kind of. It's like it's a funny joke I once read that Activision could take a shit, stick the Call of Duty label to it, and it would still sell millions.
yeah, no kidding, eh?
Because
oh my goodness.
even though they don't add anything new to it, with the Call of Duty name to it, look how much it sells.
Yeah, it's the name. People.
And it also inspires a ton of angry fanboys to come out of the woodwork whenever you say anything bad about it. Well, I'm sorry, guys, but your game is flawed. If you can't point out those flaws and then tell them how to improve it, then it will never get better. And you'll just be spending $60 every year for a game that you just bought a year ago.
Yeah, that's right. Did anybody see on YouTube, like, during Christmas time, a video come out by, I can't remember who it was by.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
the 12 Days of Christmas.
Why I hate Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Why I hate Call of Duty. Yeah, 12 reasons why I hate Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And it was Christmas.
Why are you so damn laggy?
It was so funny because me being a person who had hardly played it at the time.
Yeah.
I got it, and I hadn't had the time to play it. And I've only played it like a handful of times, right? And I listened to this, and I even thought it funny, even though I haven't actually had most of the experiences. But I could count on one hand how many times I've played the game, and during those very few times of me playing it, I've experienced just about every one of those reasons why they hate Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, it's all there. None of it is bullshit. They aren't just pulling these reasons out of their ass. This is a problem.
Yeah, that's right. I think you should link that video to.
I'll put it in the description if I can find it.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. For any of those who have not seen it.
We might actually get a whole 50 more viewers over to them.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? That's all right.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. This is all going on the Facebook channel anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's not...
it goes on YouTube as well, but we have a Facebook group, and then we just stick it all on there. And it's
yeah, for those of you... Yeah, anyway, that's good. That's YouTube. It's just, I like the setup of YouTube, but I mean, like you said, it's hard. Yeah. Anyway, for those of you out there, it's check some comments out there, see what you think. What do you think of the Y-axis? What's your childhood game? All that stuff. You can talk about the topics that we're talking about. Let's hear what you think.
Yes. Sorry, Zizzo, I cut you off, but I don't care. Okay. That's pretty much what it is, right? At the end of the day, we can only talk about it, and then it's just up to other people to discuss it in the comments, I guess, and
pretty much.
Hopefully the people that watch it aren't completely fucking retarded.
Yeah, they can kind of realize what we're kind of... We have valid arguments here, right?
Well, that's debatable.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So does anybody have anything else to add to the whole Call of Duty argument, except for the fact that the servers are laggy, the guns are imbalanced, and the maps suck? and the campaign might as well not even exist.
One thing. If sales keep up, they're never going to stop making them.
We've already
That's
said
exactly
this too.
right.
You can't blame them for not wanting to innovate because they have no reason to. New IPs always are failing. Like the only few like we always see this, and if I say this, a new IPs always fail, and people always go, "You can't say that. Look at all these new games over here that are succeeding." And I can say, "Yeah, but there's about 200 more underneath those ones that didn't get off the ground."
Yeah.
And some of them were AAA titles.
I don't know. Anything you want to add, Andrew?
I don't think he's
Not
here.
really.
No, he's back.
No, he's playing.
He's playing. He's busy gaming. I don't even know why he's here right now.
I'm on the move for a podcast today.
Shitty. Okay, and
Kicking
something
you
I
out for
want.
the audition. No, I'm kidding.
You pointed out in the trial video, Nazi zombies, an absolute goldmine, and I completely agree. If they can pull it off, like with the same amount of quality,
Yeah, there's
they
been
should create a Nazi zombies game.
The thing is,
Absolutely.
if they actually go skimming through the comments for like I don't know half an hour, there's a lot of cool ideas that the fans have come up with, concerning storyline and where they could go with gameplay. And if they just took that and made it into a carefully well-made package and release it as a Nazi Zombies game, it'd be good because there's speculation, when you pack a punch your gun, there's Illuminati emblems all over your gun, and that this is all like some sort of metaphor for something. It's actually fairly neat in what they do. And let's just say it can't, if they made a campaign out of it with with a typical Nazi Zombies arcade style, it couldn't be any worse than the main Call of Duty we have now. For
That's the sad part, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's they have. It's time. I think they should get off their wallet and either fix some of these problems or listen to their fans and see what the fans are asking for.
The thing is, I remember talking to one person one time, and they were like, "Oh, the Infinity Ward developers are actually listening to their audience this time. They've fixed all the problems. Robert Bulling came out and he said there will be no second chance or final stand, and the guns will be balanced."
They said final stand. They said nothing about it.
Final stand? I don't know the difference between the two. I forget. But anywho. They said there'd be no final chance, and did they say there wouldn't be any death streaks?
Final chance.
Final chance, whatever.
You're making up stuff.
I don't get paid to know the Call of Duty perks. Damn it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and then after he said that, I was like, yeah, Treyarch said that exact same thing too, but we still had problems with their Black Ops game. Albeit they did come up with a lot of cool inventions like gun game, player cards. Why didn't they keep player cards? I mean, player cards are a cool thing, and
it was great.
Yeah, it was a great thing, and I only had to deal with one raunchy dick in my face every time I went into a game.
Oh man.
The people I reported for that, I just went into a game of Black Ops, and I was like, "Oh, you have a player card of a naked woman? Report."
What? Why would you do that?
I'm a bad person.
You're a dick.
Yeah, apparently so are they, judging from their player card. Hey-o.
Dude, I had so much fun with the Black Ops player card. I think I had Super Llama with miniguns on it.
Super Llama with miniguns. Oh my
Literally just walking around your basement trying to find a plug-in.
Oh yeah. To anybody who doesn't know, Gage is now creeping down in my basement, eating my Cheetos because he's a douche.
No, I haven't been eating the Cheetos since you started recording.
Bull.
But you totally. Oh. No, okay, no. I'm going to unplug your Xbox.
No, don't.
Oh, by the way, I love your Gears of War 3 Xbox, too.
Thank you.
Very well.
Yes, quite. I just used a Gears of War Xbox. I just took some Gears of War stickers and stuck them on there.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's not so special anymore.
Anyway,
I was excited. I was like, wow.
Anybody have anything else to add? Because we're sitting at about 53 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay, yeah, and I have 9% battery left, so...
Okay, I'm pretty sure we can do our 30-minute audition for Nordisil after this, and then just hop on down and finish that up.
Why don't we just use what we have here?
Because it's fucking shit.
Yeah, and it's 53 minutes long. It has to be 30 minutes, damn it.
Yeah, we can cut out the COD.
What?
We could cut out the COD, can't we?
I don't... There's a problem with this call. Oh, we lost Gage. I could hear him laughing downstairs, so he fucked up. Yeah.
I still haven't got my Mr. Pandaria invite.
You haven't got your Mr. Pandaria invite yet?
Nope. It says something like only 300,000 people have gotten it so far. And a bunch of people are starting to complain.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the part of the show. Well, to be fair, the people that are complaining that they haven't gotten their invite are probably entitled douches, to be honest.
Yep.
I went on the
But like,
I heard
people
you drop
are
the call down there.
they're complaining because most of them are annual pass holders or whatever, and they thought they said we would get an instant invite, but they didn't say that. They said we'd get a guaranteed invite, not an instant invite.
Yeah.
So now Blizzard's like, hey, you guys can shut the fuck up or you don't get an invite.
10 minutes to find a power outlet. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Okay, Gage, we get it. You can't find a power outlet, for God's sakes! Okay.
All caps rage.
All caps rage, yeah. How would you... Oh, now I guess the call is over now, apparently.
Oh.
It just said, how would you rate the overall... Oh, God, Skype. Stop being a douche. Okay, so anything else we have to add? Because I'm pretty sure we've reached the point where we should just end this and then do the audition for Nordiso. Anything else left to add?
I have to tinkle.
You have to think. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it has been me, Crazed Gladiator, Sam Rizzo as always, Andrew as well, even though he was useless, and...
Dead Drunkman16, whose laptop is currently dead. Well done.
what he said. By the way, his real name is Gage Woodrick, and you can spam him at g.woodrick@yahoo.com.
Oh, you would.
Anywho, have fun with that. Ladies and gentlemen,
Outro
it's me.
song.
Yes.
And now we do the outro song. Everybody quiet, let him do it.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Okay, clearly we have no professionalism whatsoever. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Interior
As always,
crocodile alligator.
to be continued.
I drive a Chevrolet